Okay, so now comes the tzedakah boxes. For those of you who've never been here, or haven't been here in a while, you may ask, why are they passing the tzedakah boxes on Friday night? You're not supposed to carry cash on Friday night. And in the Orthodox shul, this is true. However, here, we're pretty unorthodox in all senses of that word. So, part of what shall we drink means how do we support this? We support residents in learning how to have fun and sobriety. We support Shabbat services and the meal. We support a lot of what goes on here through Tzedakah. In fact, over half of our budget has to be raised every year because we still put mission over money because we've never ever turned somebody away because they don't have money. So we're dependent upon the tzedek, the righteousness of the community. Whatever you can put in the box, we're very, very grateful for it. If you would like to put in more than $1, you know, if you'd like some zeros, to do something with zeros after that, Russell Kern, Joan and Ed Prager, Sam DeLug, Bill Resnick, Annette and Leonard Shapiro, they're all here to help you find ways to donate. I just want you to know that if you feel limited by the box, you don't have to be. Is that good, Annette? Did I do that smooth? Okay. And that's always worried about the way I do the pitch. I'm trying to get better at it. And of course, the next thing is Tshuva. Tshuva is what the place is all about. Tshuva is the sense of looking inward. We studied a piece at Ethics that Rabbi Paul Steinberg wrote, that we have this intellect, this inner light, and rather than things becoming routine, because there's a lot of good habits. The problem is when habits become routine, we forget the holiness of it. We forget the power of it. And for us, in the Jewish tradition, the way to remember it is through tshuva. Tshuva is a deep look inside of ourselves. It's a way of seeing what we do well and what we don't do well. It's looking at repairing old wounds and damages and celebrating old and new victories. Most of all, it's as Dr. Heschel said, it's how do we move it forward. It's how do we move our lives forward. And tshuva is what gives us the power, the sight, and the path to always move forward, no matter where we're at. So as everybody knows, this is Shai's last night as an employee, rabbi here, rabbi in training, as he says. And so I'm supposed to give it to him first. However, I found out we have another thing that I forgot about. Actually, I knew about it, but then I forgot about it. So I'm going to call on Kathy Galper to make a presentation to Shai for the sisterhood.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kathy Galper. I'm a grateful member of the community and, of course, the sisterhood. Along with Ellen, Shai.
I'm in the sisterhood too.
On behalf of the sisterhood, we just want to thank you for allowing us to go on this journey with you and to see you grow and see you become this amazing person. And although we are selfish and not wanting you to go, we are thrilled that you're going on to a new path in your life, and we just can't wait to see where it takes you. And we're really, really proud of you. And from the start, we wanted to give you this mezuzah, and hopefully, when you purchase it, you will think of all of us and how it's accepted.
Wow.
1
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Peaceful Sabbath, full Sabbath, peaceful Sabbath. There's a famous Hasidic rabbi named Reb Nachman of Breslov, and he's totally out of his mind. And he says the greatest sin in the world is to be sad. And I feel like I can think of about 1,000 things that are worse than that. And in fact, our entire psychological endeavor is built on trying to get people to be sad. So on some level, I don't know if I agree. But I was listening to a Shlomo Carlebach song where he talks about it. And I got it. You know, I understood it for the first time. And if the greatest sin is to be sad, then the biggest virtue or mitzvah is to be joyful, to be filled with joy. And I think the word that we use, or at least closely related in Beit Tshuva, is gratitude, right? So if that's how could that be such a great mitzvah to be grateful? How could that be so important? And I think it's because if I'm grateful, I'm not resentful. If I'm grateful, I'm not judging. If I'm grateful, I'm not making war. And so from this place of being able to hold gratitude in my heart, everything else flows, right? If I can hold on to being grateful for what I have and for what is. And I'm very grateful. I'm very, 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 very grateful. As far as I'm concerned, my journey in Beit Tshuva in the last, been associated for 14 years now. Went through the house 12 years ago, have worked here for 11 years. As far as I'm concerned, those of you that know me and my theology, this won't be a surprise. It's all a miracle to me. It's all a total and complete miracle. The moments of exaltation, and the difficult moments, and the questioning moments, and the joyful moments, and the friends, and the surprises, all of it was just, has been a really wonderful miracle. So I'm grateful to God that provides us with miracles. Beautiful, abundant miracles. I have some specific gratitude. Should I tell a joke? No. My jokes sometimes cross the line, though I'm never sure. No, so it was funny. I was up on the patio, and Alan, who's a former resident alumni of the program, he said, I'm going to go to ethics. He said, I heard rabbis really mellowed out, since I was here. Which I just thought was really funny. Alan was here a couple years ago. And when I got here 12 years ago, people would come by and say, wow, rabbis really mellowed out since they And I'm wondering, were you murdering babies 20 years ago? What happened? How could it be? So rabbis notorious, right, for being crazy. Self-proclaimed, right? I'm crazy. And those of us that know him and spend time with him also know that I don't think I can think of a person who in moments of need and in moments of support loves stronger or better than you do. Period, end of story. And anybody that's been in that position, has experienced that, There's probably 150 people in this room who, in an emergency, you're the first one they call, okay? And people know that about you. The other thing I'm grateful for to you is your consistency in one particular area. And where you're very consistent, I was thinking about this a few days ago, is in never giving up in attempting to transcend. Ever. Ever, ever. And I know the issues that you wrestle with, you know the issues I wrestle with. And every year, every day, every month, I'm working on these, I'm growing them. And I think, what are you, 60 years old now? I'm 64 years old. At 64 years old, to have that kind of spirit and that kind of courage to say, I'm growing or going every day, in and out, is probably the most important thing somebody can role model to another human being, right? We call that holding on here. And so I'm grateful for you being an example of holding on. And your love. Okay. to Harriet. I mean, the obvious one is connection, you know, and I think I always think about this, about how it's so interesting that, actually it's beautiful. It's so beautiful how in a place that you struggle, or where there's a wound, or where there's a cut, right? And I think for us as human beings, that's the place where we get cut. We get cut around connection to other human beings. That's the place where we get wounded, we get hurt, we don't feel like we belong, we become the queen of the misfits. There's really nothing more beautiful than from a cut or from a wound, something growing out, right? I mean, even if it had just been Lake Street, you know, that one little house that grew out of that scar, so to speak, right? How beautiful that one little house in the ghetto, helping people living there. But like, let alone this, which you never could have imagined, right? This obvious miracle that grew out of your wound. So I'm grateful for your wounds, and I'm grateful for your connection. Love you. So I'm in rabbinical school, and in rabbinical school, mainly what rabbis do at lunchtime is complain about their congregations. How needy the congregation is, about the borderline personalities in their congregation, how they always expect and never want to give. And this is the main activity of rabbis at the water cooler. And I'm really happy to say to the congregation that has not all been my experience. It really has just not been my experience. And I've experienced lots of love and support and warmth and engagement and clapping and smiling and singing and also even respect for privacy. I mean, I haven't felt imposed on, and I know that's kind of a weird technical thing, but it's a big deal when you know 400 people that come weekly and people respect your space in your life, and I felt all of that, both the love and the respect to give me a little off time and stuff like that, sensitivity, I guess I would call it. And it has been such a journey. And in fact, I think all it means to come up and speak is just to attempt to feel the people that you're connected to in the room and do your best to speak their truth in a way that they can hear and makes them hum a little bit, right? So everything that I've said is all just kind of channeled from you. And much gratitude for all that learning and experience I got channeling from you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and love you all. I didn't know this gratitude was going to be long. Is this supposed to go? How can I do this? There's no way to do it faster, Rev. I don't know how. It's just got to be this, I guess. So, to the staff. The staff has turned over a lot since I've been here, so there's only a few from when I started. But there's nothing more beautiful than watching people who go through this house like I did start to work here, right? And so we have this incredible staff that not only can kind of capture the spirit of Beit Tshuva, but really is the spirit of Beit Tshuva. And I've had really the pleasure of working with some of the most talented and caring people around here. And I guess my number one gratitude for the staff is that we have fun. Because I think life has gotten very serious somehow. I don't know how that happened, but life is very serious. And so I know a lot of the workplace environments are pretty serious. And Beit Tshuva is not. I mean, I think as modeled by Rabbi Harriet, it's a fun place to come to work. And fun's not everything, but fun should not be underestimated either. Allowing me to dance and sing in the hallways sort of day after day. I'm not even a good singer, right? It's like, it's a fun place to come to work, so I'm grateful for the staff. My last couple. So lastly, I want to give gratitude to the, not lastly, second to lastly, I want to give gratitude to the residents. I've always felt that what makes the Judaism and Yeshiva special is the people, the residents, right? On some level, to me, the Yiddishkeit tradition, the Jewish tradition, is a pretty dead form, sitting there on a shelf on its own. Like, oh, that's pretty. That's like an elegant thing these people did over multiple generations. But what makes Judaism something special, what makes it something godly, is the people that wrestle with the text, the people that wrestle with the values, the people that wrestle with the ideas, with the history, with God, And so there's something so special about the Judaism in Beit Shuvah because we have people living here that are in process and they're wrestling with their lives. And that wrestling, it gets sort of refracted through a Jewish lens. It's almost like one of those kind of lanterns, right? And what you see is what you get from that, right? And that comes from the people that are living here and struggling to reclaim their lives or build their lives for the first time sometimes. So I want to thank the residents. So I have to give a lot of love and gratitude to my entire family, who not only come here to support me, my grandparents, aunts, uncles, my parents, my wife, and my kids, and my grandmothers, and they also come here, and I think they bring a lot to Beit Shuvah in general, you know, that I think for years people have got to enjoy watching us as a family kind of dance and really be in the spirit of Shabbos week after week after week. So of course for my support, but I also want to thank you for supporting this place, which you guys have done so well. And to my wife, you have moments of exaltation, and you have moments that are just moments, but what I've experienced with you is the capacity to bring those moments of exaltation together closer and closer, and to make what could be ordinary moments, moments where we're still connected and loving each other, even though it might be an ordinary, frustrating day. Right? And there's something so beautiful about that, and I feel that in my heart every day. Day after day. I love you, and Shabbat Shalom. That's my gratitude. Thank you. So, Laura Nice had no idea what she was doing when she volunteered for this. She thinks it's just tonight, but this could go on for 5 years that you're the gratitude girl.
Tonight, in honor of you, Shai. We love you, and Aaron's going to be our spokesperson for our love.
Yeah, Shai, just on behalf of all the music department here, and you know, like it's such a, it feels like a huge hole, you know, that's going to be here when we're leaving, and we just want to tell you how incredible it's been working with you over the years. I mean, I'm sure people and everybody in the clergy have their own spin on what it's like to work with you, but one of the cool things about you is the sort of carryover you have in between all the departments here. Specifically speaking for the music department, it's been really great. And we just love we love your spirit, we love your energy, we love how you champion us, you know. I won't lie, dude, it's a big bummer, you know. I mean, it's a big bummer to have you coming in here and not seeing you every day and not having you poke your head in the studio and, you know, what are we doing for Friday and what are we doing this, why don't we try this, why don't we try that. It's, you know, it's going to be something that's very, very sorely missed. And we love you, we wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors from here forward, and we really hope to see you again all the time. You know what I mean? We love you.
Okay, here we go. Bob Green.
I'm Bob Green, and I'm a grateful member of Beit Teshuvah. And I'm going to read it because I'm going to cry. So I'm going to read my thing. Shai. After my motorcycle accident 7 years ago in front of Beit Teshuvah, I went to Rabbi, and I said I felt like I didn't matter. He told me if I wanted to matter, I had to make the effort to matter. The next day I wrote to you and asked you to have lunch with me. Our lunch began for me what has been my 7-year spiritual romance with you. You've been my teacher, my friend. You've given me courage. You touched my soul. You taught me that even though I'm not a board member or a resident, I don't have a tattoo, and I've never been to prison, I still matter here at Beit Teshuvah. You taught me to ask for hugs. When I was going into heart surgery, I was texting with you. You were holding on to me, and I knew that everything was going to be okay. And now I know why I got into that motorcycle accident. So you would be there when I needed to matter most. I love you, Shai. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Russell, a grateful member of the community. So Shai, it's an honor to have been with you on this journey and to see you grow up, and I too will miss you on behalf of the family and our family, and we wish you very well. I also have a few other gratitudes. I know it is about you tonight, but I have a few important things on behalf that I would like to share. Shai has gratitude. So to Lindsay on this 6-year birthday. For everyone to understand the impact and the blessing of your recovery, and how proud your mom and I are of your recovery. I also want to say how grateful I am to this incredible community, to Rabbi, to Harriet, to all the clinical people, to everybody here for allowing love and recovery to happen and change lives and create lives. I also want to say to my son-in-law, I wish you all the best. I'm glad you found yourself back here, and whatever difficulties that we're having, I'm sure things will move forward. I'm glad you're here. I wish you luck. And thank you all.
Wow, that was heavy. I'm Steve, I'm a grateful member of this community. Tonight's a special night, not only for me, but again for my wife. I mean, 6 years. She held on. And I just want to say that I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you, your strength, your courage, to keep moving forward when I couldn't. And I know that I'm at the right place. I know that you're not insane. I know you don't have postpartum. It was me. I was fucking nuts. And I'm still nuts. And I know that I have to be here, and it just feels right. And with that, happy birthday. I love you. And Shai, dude, I'm still processing shit from 210. Still reflecting. You're an amazing guy, bro. And I just wish you the very best. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Adam Mendel, a proud member of this community. I'm grateful to you, Shai. Shai and I talk about this. We came through the house together 12 years ago. We say commonly that we grew up here, right? We grew up here with each other. And I think we've been constant for each other. And it's been my honor. It really has been my honor. I mean, I don't know what Rabbi was like 12 years ago, but I remember what you were like 12 years ago. And to watch you grow as a man, to the man you are today, and the man that you strive to be. My friend Shai, he's the real deal. He is the real deal. He's a Jewish Maccabee, a warrior in recovery. He really is. He's the real deal. He's a seeker of God. He's a seeker of truth. He is true heart, and true empathy, and true love, and helps others. And I'm a better man as a result of being friends with you. I'm grateful for you, my brother.
Hi everybody, my name is Mickey. I'm a really grateful member of this community. The reason I'm standing here is because I have to look over there, and just want to tell you, Shai, that me too, I came here 12 years ago. I was in the house with Shai and Adam, and I'm really going to miss you. Really. I remember the way you treated me, you treated my kids. I'll never forget that. And my next thing, the tshuva. Last week at Ethics, Rabbi said something to me. And he tried to tell me that last time I was here, too. And I never understood what he said. And pretty much he told me that I'm a taker and not a giver. And I think you're absolutely right, Rabbi. And that's my tshuva. I think that the reason that Shai is here and Adam is here is because they gave that. And that's my next goal. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, you guys see here.
Okay, so I'm Judith. I'm an incredibly grateful member of this community, and Shai has been my spiritual counselor here, and honestly, without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today spiritually, in any aspect. You have changed my life, and this is incredibly hard for me to see you go, but I just wish you nothing but the best on your journey, and I really hope that we can keep our connection going. So thank you for everything.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm a grateful member of this community. And I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful for the people that brought my wife and I here, Annie and Paul, a few years ago. And you know, I remember coming here, and Rabbi was up there, I don't remember what, and I thought, can a rabbi really act like that? Like, is that possible? And then I think I was here the next week, and then Shai was up there rapping, and I thought, can a rabbi like sing like that? Is that even possible? And so I think I'm grateful that my eyes were open to what, you know, what an experience like this could be like. I think, you know, I belong to, I don't know, 5 or 6 different shows in my lifetime, and nothing ever like this. I'm very grateful for that experience. I'm grateful that my son came through the house maybe 3 years ago, and I think that was you know, initially he didn't look at that as a great experience, but now I think he sees what a blessing it was, and so I'm grateful to you both for that, and to this whole place for that. Boy, I don't know. I had a million things I wanted to say, share. I guess I think that's really it. Shai, I'm not going to miss you because I know I'm going to see you, but I'm going to miss seeing you here, and I'm just happy that I had the experience to be here and be part of all of this. So thank you.
One more, since I'm here, I'm very sorry if I can't get to everybody. Okay, Rabbi might fire me, but I don't know what to do. I'll be short. Hi, I'm Kathy, and I'm a grateful member of this community. I haven't been around here in a long time, but I just want to give my gratitude. There were so many blessings I got from Big Shuva, too many to count. And I want to wish you a happy birthday, because she's not in here anymore, Lindsay. And I wanted to say to you, Shai, you were one of those many, many blessings, and I look forward to hearing and knowing you, not only in this context, but out there in the bigger world. So, Shabbat Shalom, I love you. Shai's grandma, come on.
Hi, I'm Betty. I'm a grateful grandmother of this community. And I have to give gratitude tonight to all of you, to Rabbi, to Harriet, to staff, to everyone here that has, for the love and the learning and the training and the experience that has enabled Shai to grow and go forth. When Shai came to Beit Yeshuva 12 years ago, he was a very troubled teenager and a lot of trouble. His parents were in Switzerland, and we were surrogate grandparents, and that was our introduction to Beit Yeshuva. He found here his soul, his passion, and his wonderful, wonderful wife, Emily. And for that, we are ever and eternally grateful. Shai, I love you very much and are so proud of the man you have become. May you continue to learn and to love and to help others and find fulfillment and happiness in everything you do. Go forth, dear boy, fly.